am BowserJrXD. Welcome back to more Mother 1. In the last episode, we were journeyed into Snowman, the town all the way on, if I can show on the map, all the way over here. We went to this chalet over here, where we met Anna, the girl who the hat belonged to, and added her to our party before we went to Magic Hand and got a couple of stuff, or a couple of things for her. Defensive items, as well as buying her a frying pan and snowman, thanks to the power of save states, so that I could go back here without having to trek back. This time, first I need to go over all of the stuff that I've learned. As you can see, my characters have leveled up, and with such, I need to go over the new PSI that I got, which might take a while, well, not only did Nintendo learn the PSI, but Anna learns a lot of PSI, because she can learn multiple PSI per level. She has, I think, at least 8 more PSI moves than Nintendo does. So, it's a lot. So to start off, okay, well, I'll get into a battle to show off this stuff, because that's where all the PSI can be easily shown. Alright, a Bigfoot. So, starting off with Nintendo, you can see he's over here, he's learned a healing pie. This heals the sleep status condition, which we haven't seen yet. And it can only be used in battle, because sleep wears off after the battle ends. So, that's that. What else? Going over. He's also learned defense up beta. I should also say, healing pie requires 6 PP to use. Now, moving on to Defense Up Beta, which requires 8 PP to use, it raises your entire party's defense. So, much better than just Defense Alpha. And considering that, it actually has a better use cost. Instead of costing 3 to heal up your defense for the entire party, instead of using a defense up 3 times for 3 PP each, you heal everyone, help everyone once with 8 PP. That's what Nintendo has learned. Now, Anna has learned quite a lot in this one, so let's see. To start off, she had life up beta when we got her, but I already went over that. So the first thing she gets are 2 different PSI moves at level 2. PK Freeze Alpha, which deals about anywhere from 8 to 15 damage, which is pretty weak, as well as PK Thunder Alpha, which deals about 10 to 12 damage. So pretty weak moves, but her strength is PSI, so I guess that's what that's for. At level 3, she learns Brain Shock. Brain Shock will make an enemy feel strange, which is the equivalent of confusion from Pokemon. They might attack themselves, so that can be pretty helpful. At level 4, she can learn PSI Shield Alpha, which I've already discussed with Nintendo, but it halves the damage that a person takes. I should also mention that for both of the attacking PK ability that she has, it costs 3 PP, while the Brain Shock costs 5 PP. Moving on to one who gets to level 5, she learns PK Beam Alpha. Beam is probably the most powerful PSI, at least from what I remember. Beam Alpha deals 28 to 32 damage, and it costs 4 PP, so it's much better. Plus, it ignores, I think, elemental weaknesses and resistances, so it's very good. PK Beam as a whole. At level 6, she learns Healing Alpha, but just like Nintendo does, which I've already gone over, because it heals poison. What do you frickin' do? At level 7, she learns PSI Magnet. This costs no PP to use, and it steals PP from the target if they have any. So you'll know that they'll have some if they use PSI moves. Like, I think we ran into an enemy in the tunnels called Nancy, and I'm pretty sure it can use PSI. So you can leech PSI from them. You can also do that with Starman when we run into them later. You've already seen the Starman Jr., so yeah. Nice to have. At level 8, she learned 2 new PSI moves, starting off with PK Freeze Beta, which costs 5 PP and does 36 to 45 damage. So now we're getting into some better attacking moves. She also learns at level 8, if I can find it, there it is, PSI Block. PSI Block costs 5 PP, and it prevents a single opponent from using their own PSI moves. So that can also be helpful there. Level 9, she learns Hypnosis, which puts an enemy to sleep and costs 5 PP. I should have written my notes better for this, but I'm trying. Also, not to mention, also at level 9, she also learns PK Thunder Beta, which deals about 48 to 55 damage to an enemy, and it costs 6 PP. Guess you see it now. We get the gradual increase of the damage and the PP usage. Finally, at level 9, she also learns PSI Shield Beta, which Nintendo does not have. PSI Shield Beta costs 9 PP, and it's a shield for all of your members of your party. So, which again has a better PSI cost than using PSI Shield 3 times, since the regular shield only requires 4 PP per character. At level 11, Anna learns PK Beam Beta, which costs 7 PP, and deals 70 to 85 damage. So it's right now, that's my most powerful attack that she has, I think. Level 12, Anna learns Life Up Gamma, which makes her, at this point, she's basically better than Nintendo's a healer, which completely restores someone to full health at the cost of 9 PP. Which, that's great for Nintendo, because he has more than 90 HP to outweigh the cost. What a sad moment when Nintendo has been just reduced to physical attacker at this point. At level 13, she learns Healing Beta. If I can find it. Yes, which, as everything I've gone over, steals paralysis. No. So that cures paralysis. Life Up Gamma at level 14, and Life Up Gamma and Healing Gamma. No. Healing Gamma at level 14, Healing Pie level 15, which I've already gone over. She also learns Paralysis at level 15. That's it. Oh, look, I guess I can technically steal PSI from this enemy. But anyway, now that I have gone over all of that, it's time that we get out of Snowman, because the Snowman is completely optional to visit. And the only way you need to have gotten the hat in order to even make any progress here. Alright. Let's go with Thunder. No, we're not. It's sad, because this is the only place where the song plays, because obviously the song is called Snowman. It's such a great song. It's so emotional, yet and we don't get to hear it again. Thank goodness Smash did it. So, we can go back to Union Reindeer. Okay, we're going to Reindeer. Yeah, $60 now. I'm not going back to those tunnels. You can't make me try to grind there again. If you think you're up to it, you can certainly do it, because an area coming up in a bit will have the enemies that I endured in the first tunnel. But at your own risk. Alright. The old man on the mountain is so generous. He'll give you as much as you can possibly carry. Oh, yeah. I need to clarify something that I found out. As for... You think I would have figured this out before doing this Let's Play, but I guess I was just, misinformed. Asthma is not cured by mouthwash. It heals after battle. You need an item called asthma spray, which many of the shopping marts sell. Don't know how I screwed that up. Mouthwash, which I ran into, when it said was a cure for asthma, actually cures colds. Okay, what did this dude say? Go ahead, poke your nose into other people's business. It's what makes playing the game so fun. Yes, it does. High in the mountains was an old man. Legends say he hasn't had a cold in 300 years. Yeah, it's unfortunate I had to bring this up now, bring up my mistake now, because it impacts what we're gonna do this episode. Alright, the enemies you can find around Reindeer are the exact same enemies you can find in Marysville, so, minus the little saucer. But the little saucer is nothing to worry about. Oh, come on. Let me get into town. Bag lady? Really? Gotta be kidding me. I'm so much stronger than these enemies at this point. $21 experience per characters. Wow. Welcome to the town of Reindeer. Boom. You thought I was going to beg for food, didn't you? I wouldn't do that, even though I am ever so hungry. Wow. Alright. Just gotta find the buildings to do stuff in. I love this town. I wouldn't be caught dead in Spokane. Haha. The store will buy good medicine for good money. Oh yeah? Are you ready? Alright. Yes. Want to hear my song? The good-looking boy... It's quite a unique song. Nintendo did not want to remember the strange melody. I love life in the city. I look so great in cute dresses. This town has become dangerous, but it's still a much better place than LA. Oh. Would you like to make a donation to my charitable fund? Right. Hand over one. Alright. So... I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to do this. I think I have to use... No, that wasn't it. I gotta do something. I know, I think I know what you have to give... No, never mind. Talking to the wrong person. Have you seen the woman with a big belly? Must have lost her, couldn't help it. Anyway, I'm going to check for speeders instead. Okay. There's a flu going around here. No! Not this place, too. I can't afford to have colds. There's a hotel if you want one. Hey, kid, just hold on to this money for me. Don't tell the cops or anyone about it. So if you say yes... Oh, well, if you say no, he won't give you the money. But I just got $500. I only just found out you can talk to the service person if you want to sell stuff. Alright, let's... Hello, it's your dad. I've transferred $1,832 through the amount that you've spent. The balance is $25.2. Next level requires $136 for Nintendo, $974 for Lloyd, and $460 for Anna. Yeah, I'll save. Slam. I have plenty of cash on hand. What do they have for us? In the drug compartment, there's asthma spray and insecticide, but I don't need the you don't need insecticide as long as you have the super spray. Okay, aluminum. We have both of those items as weapons. One is on Nintendo, the other on Lloyd. What foods? Orange juice, bread, berry tofu. No, all this stuff is worthless. I hate you. Alright, last thing. Welcome to our shop. We sell what? Bombs, laser beams, and plasma beams. The laser beam is stronger. The plasma beam is stronger than the laser beam, and it does about 75 to 85 damage per use. It's about... I think it's the equivalent of PK beam beta. Used over and over again. It has a 1 out of 8 chance of breaking every time it's used. And... Lloyd is the only one who can use a weapon. So, this weapon. So, that's nice. Alright, so, I should check my map. So, as you can see, we're over here in this town of Reindeer now. That's the station that we got off on. And there's, so, if you're notice this dot is somewhere we have not been, because the other dots are Sweet's little factory, and the cave that we busted out of. So, it's somewhere to the northwest. I can find the exit. Come on. Somewhere in the town of Spokane, I heard that there's a Go. Ghost house! Don't you ever dare to go there. It's like the stuff going around Podunk when they had the zoos were animals were taking over. I just gotta find the way out. Wow. Okay, I know it's I'm trying to go northwest, but I can't find the exit. Never mind, there it is. We're entering the Mislaid triangle, and yeah, interesting name, and I'm not sure why it's called that, but it's this little area to the northwest of Reindeer, and it is completely optional to visit, but you can get some good stuff out of it if you choose to go that way. The enemies here are the same ones that are around Sweet's Little Factory and Duncan's Factory. Which means that it's Wait a minute. Let me check my map again. I may have screwed up what I said on the map. Because I see that house over there. I'm mistaken. This is where we're going to. Got a healer here if you need him. Of course. Hello, it's your dad. I've transferred $89 into your account. Yeah, so let's head off to the Mislaid Triangle. Alright, let's go. If you really don't want to train in Magic Hand, you can go here. The Maniac Truck. Hopefully, both Lloyd and Inten are strong enough to knock these guys out. So let's say the Reindeer is a completely optional town to go to. It's probably the Mislaid Triangle, like the only interesting thing that's around. Sad when the bears are just completely terrible. I can't understand a word the old man says either. We got a path over to the right. Yay. The Eagles! Oh, good. I thought, for a second, I thought I missed. Oh, come on! Dang it. This is why Anna uses PS. That's why I like just use PSI moves with her. Plus the fact that her PSI is through level, PP is level is through the roof. It wouldn't stink so bad if orange enemies were just not so weak at this point in the game, because at this point I feel like I should be running into stronger enemies, but I guess I never thought of that. Whoopsie daisy. Now entering the Mislaid Triangle. Watch out, someone lost his dentures right out under the sign. Okay, got that. Is it called it because he mislay his whatever, his dentures? Alright. Maybe we'll get to see some of that stuff. Inten goes to level 25, being restored 2, wisdom up by 3, strength up by 2, force up by 3, HP up by 3, PP up by 5, and that's it. Oh, come on! Alright. Now that we have the dentures, kind of like the guy from the Safari Zone in Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow. So nice to have my dentures back once more. Your reward, I'll share my secret to a long, long life. Gargle often, gargle proud, gargle strong, and if you get your cold, gargle will help. Here is a mouthwash I concocted myself. Yeah, so you talk to him and he gives you all the mouthwash you can hold in your party, in your group. I don't need a noble seed, so, oh well. I'll buy... May you live a long life. You talk to... Right, it costs $10 to buy mouthwash, which stinks, but now I have a full inventory of mouthwash. Actually, I don't need this either. Now, this is like the only upside to coming here. You can buy mouthwash at a cheaper price, which will help you with colds, because the colds are annoying, and your healing PSI does not cure colds. But there is a better purpose for coming to the Mislaid Triangle than just buying a ton of mouthwash. You can do a lot of other cool stuff with the mouthwash. And by a bunch of other cool stuff, I mean you can do one cool thing. It's I mean the place is in the middle of nowhere. It's not that exciting. Oh, come on! I probably shouldn't have just had them all attack the same. Alright. Oh! And I'm back in Reindeer, thank goodness. So I might as well go heal up, and then show what I can do with the mouthwash. Or in reverse order, whichever one if I find the hotel or the department store. Actually, you thought I was going to beg for... Oh wait, you're not the same. Oh, I already talked to you. There is another thing you can do here. We'll have to find a certain person in order to make it work. Here we go. No, it's not. Dang it, you! Let's go heal. Nothing like all that nice HP and PP. No, maybe it's over this way. Here we are. You're the girl I'm looking for. Give me something. Whatever it is, just give it to me. Gimme, gimme. Please give me. Why won't you give it to me? I said please. So, you can give her anything. And yeah, you can give her anything in your party, but she'll always give you the same thing no matter what you give her. So you want to make sure that you pick the least important thing in your party. What happens if I give the Nuh-uh. I will never give the Franklin badge. You're out of your bleeping mind. Obviously, I brought a ton of mouthwash, so give you this flea bag. The flea bag reduces attack and defense of the opposing opponent. So it's terrible. She's the flea bag. Alright, now I gotta find the department store. So, you can buy mouthwash for $10. Normally, mouthwash costs $174, and it sells for $87, which means you make a $77 profit on all the mouthwash you have. No, I screwed that up. Yes, yeah, you make a profit of $77. means you can make a ton of money just by going and buying mouthwash and selling it over and over again. Of course, we're gonna do that. Anyway, now that we've explored literally that's all Reindeer and the Mislaid Triangle have to offer, this is where the episode ends for today. Next time on Mother 1, after I'm done getting rid of all this dang mouthwash, maybe like I'll leave 4. We're gonna go to the ghost town of Spokane. See you guys then. God dang mouthwash.